My name's Kirk Petty. I'm a media specialist at Lincoln Middle School in Fort Collins, and I'm also a motorman for the Fort Collins Municipal Railway. I'm called a motorman because my job is to control the motors on the streetcar that make the car go. And I also, of course, stop the car with the brakes. To operate the streetcar is really fun, but it takes a lot of concentration. I have to really watch the track ahead and really anticipate when I'm going to need to stop, because stopping is kind of the tricky part of operating the streetcar. There's a very small area where the wheel contacts the rail, and so it's not like a car tire where you have a lot of surface to help the car stop, and so it wants to slide sometimes if you put on the brakes too hard. So putting the brakes on just the right amount is key to that. This is our counter up here. The top number is how many people have ridden today, and the bottom number, if you add 200,000 to that, is how many people have ridden since we started running in 1984, 250 some thousand. So I think that means the whole city is ridden. Well, the way the trolley works is it has a pole that goes up, and the pole has a little wheel on it, and that wheel is actually the trolley. And the real name for it is a streetcar, and the little wheel is called the trolley, and that picks up the electricity off the overhead wire. The electricity goes through my controller, through the motors, and then goes back through the tracks that are on the ground.
Okay, this is how we change directions of the trolley car. I tell passengers, if they believe me, that we used to have to get out and lift the trolley car up and turn it around, and the passengers all help. But then it was much easier just to flip the seats by pulling on the handle and reversing it.
We have two trolleys. Only one of them runs right now. The other one is about halfway through a 7-year restoration. Well, when we restore a streetcar, we basically take it apart, we take all the wood off of it, we strip down all the metal, and then we repaint everything and replace any wooden parts that we need to, and we go through all the mechanical parts of the car and completely rebuild it from the wheels up. It's probably going to take us about 7 years, and we're about halfway through. So hopefully in about 3 years you'll see car number 26 out joining car number 21 that we have now. The streetcar system started in 1907, and we had 3 different routes, and the 3 different routes would all come together at Mountain and College, and you could get off one streetcar route and get onto the other one there. They would all meet downtown. The streetcars don't go more places largely because of the amount of automobile traffic that we had. When the streetcars used to run back in their heyday, there were not very many cars. There were mostly horses and carriages and things like that. So the traffic makes it difficult to have more streetcars right now. The most enjoyable part of being a motorman is the people that ride the car. Everybody's happy when they're on the trolley and they're having a good time, and so I have a good time when I'm working on it too. I think the reason it's important to keep old things like this around is because a lot of times what seems old it goes away, and then it seems like it's a good idea again. Like the original idea when we had streetcars was to be able to take them to Denver, and a lot of people would like to be able to do that now. And I think it's just important to remember where we came from.